Hey guys, welcome to Devops School. Today we are going to learn about SonarQube. SonarQube is an open source platform for continuous inspection of code quality. It's a tool to measure and analyze the quality of source code. It is developed with a main objective in mind: make code quality management accessible to everyone with minimal efforts. Anything that affects code base from minor styling details to critical design errors is inspected and evaluated by SonarQube, which helps software application developers to identify the issue and its effect.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in Devops School certification level courses, which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
Yeah. So first question is, what is SonarQube? So basically, when we talk about the SonarQube, SonarQube is known for quality management tool. Okay. So understand that it's a quality management tool. Now here, when it comes to quality, what kind of quality we are talking about? So basically here we are talking about the quality. There are two kinds of quality. One is the source code quality, means how the quality of the source code you have, and then test code quality. Okay, test code quality. So typically these two quality, source code quality and test code quality, this is called quality. So basically what we are doing, what we are managing here, what we are managing. So here source code quality reports and here test code quality reports, it's been managed by SonarQube. That's the reason we call it quality management tool. Okay, so when it comes for quality of the source code, then there are again two kind of source code quality which you can gather. So you want to gather the source code quality, so you have to do the peer code review. That means someone has to review your source code. That is again human dependent. So the peer code review has been done by the senior people, or maybe most capable person in your team. Now when you talk about automated code quality, so that process is called static code review. Now this is a tool driven. Now there are so many static code review tools are available in the market, more than hundreds. So you can see here this URL. So these are the Java ones. So if this page has a lots of static code analysis tool mentioned. Okay, so you can go and check it out here in Java. So these are the static code analysis tool. So this will generate a code which is called static code review. So yep, there is a quality in terms of source code quality. Again, here in this session we are talking the static code review using this. So this is the way you do that. So SonarQube basically is a quality management tool. You can manage the source code quality and test code quality. Okay. This particular sessions we are focusing on source code quality. Okay. Now it is also security management tool also. So security management tool means it will help you to understand how much your code is secured, and also that's done. So that's SonarQube OS. Okay. So this one. Now when I talk about the what kind of quality has been managed by SonarQube, so SonarQube manages seven assets of quality. Okay, seven assets of quality. Which are those qualities are there? So this is a good URL to see what is the 7 S's of quality. See, so here we are talking about 7 S's of quality, that is coding standard, potential bugs, documentation and comments, duplicate code complexity, test coverage, and design and architecture. So this is called 7 S's of quality, which has been managed by SonarQube. Okay. Now this product is developed by a company called Sonar Source. Okay. And this is the company who has developed this product. Now, in terms of release, you have many release here. You have a community release, which is free, professional release, which is paid, developer paid, data center paid. Out of which we are talking about this one. This is the professional release, also is being called as a enterprise release for the organizations around. So community release, which is a free. So I'm going to show you. The latest version of SonarQube is in market, which is 8.x, and this product is written in Java. So the moment we say Java, then yes, SonarQube you can install it in any operating system. And because Java is a platform independent, so of course the product which has been used to install the SonarQube is a uh, platform independent. So guys, this is the little bit of introduction about what is SonarQube. So that's one of the way we call it. SonarQube is a quality management tool of code quality and test quality. Did you understand this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the question is, what is the architecture of SonarQube? So SonarQube basically is a web-based application, and if you look at this applications has few part. So backend is in Java, okay. Frontend in JSP, Sublet, CSS, HTML, and JSS. Database is all RDBMS supported, and the default database, which is for the trial version, is H2. Now the question is, recently they have removed MySQL from the supported database list. I don't know what is the reason for it, but earlier it was MySQL also, but recently they have removed it. For indexing and searching, site search and all, they are using Elasticsearch. Okay, so this is the architecture. Now how to install it? So of course, because Java based, you have to install JRE. You should be not a root user, because Elasticsearch do not allow that to run with a root user, and the default database will be H2 database. So this is the things, prerequisite you can consider to install it. Now how SonarQube works? So this is important question, and I think we should know this in detail. So let's understand this. So here, this is the SonarQube server, and this SonarQube server divided into few important part. We will divide into three part. Okay, this is the database fill that dashboard, and this is the rules. What is the rules? So rules is something, is like a code. It's a compiled code, which the rules, which basically read the code and do the review, that's all. So here when I say static code review, that means what exactly this is. So basically, static code review tools, there are so many, more than 100 tools are available in this URL if you go and check it out. These tools are doing nothing but is like a compiled code which review and which scan the code, which scan the text based code and review those code and try to find out the possible bugs or possible security issues or possible duplications or possible bad practices and something like that. So this is called rules. Okay, so no matter you installed 1, 2 or 100 tools, each tool has a rules and which will do the scanning. That's important. So this is a overall, we call it SonarQube server. Okay, typically there are so few more components again, but we will learn those stuff little bit later. Now next thing is here, next thing is how it works. So in a developer machines, okay, this is my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. So in the developer machine, you have a source code, SRC. Now this source code, you need to apply these rules on the source code. So how can you do that? Because source code is in laptop, this is SonarQube server in a different server. So how do we, sync it? All these things together, how can we sync it? So we need some sort of in between broker, agent, or something like that. So in the laptop itself, we have a one more utility, which is called scanner. Okay, which we have a scanner. Okay, this we have in a laptop itself. So the scanner is basically one tool, and which will do something like this. Scanner you will run on the source code. That's the first step. Scanner knows where the SonarQube server. First, they will analyze the kind of source code, name of the project, and stuff like that. And accordingly, let's say Java, C++, or maybe mixed technology. So scanner will go here to the SonarQube server and download the rules, apply these rules on the source code. Okay, and then because when you apply the source rules on the source code, this will generate a reports. Okay, this reports scanner will store in the database. Okay, and from the database you can see something on the dashboard, and then you can see what is the mistake has been done, who has introduced this mistake, when it was introduced, how to fix it, what is the mistake, and all these things you can see that here on a dashboard. So the flow is something like this: run scanner on the source code, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is by the way, all these steps which I said, it's basically one line of code, one line of command will do everything. And that is like the moment you run a scanner on the source code, rest of the things will happen. So did you understand this process?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the things, major components we have in the SonarQube? So this is the SonarQube server one component, source code another one, scanner is another. 3 components we have. So now this is what I have mentioned here: server, source code, scanner. Now from where to get the server, I will show you that hands-on. So let me go and show you the demo for this. So CentOS, thirty GB, SonarQube, I just created one instance. Now this is the instance which we have, and using putty, ppk file, click open. Okay, so I'm logging to this machine. CentOS, and I can't be a root, so I have to work as a normal user also. So I need to install few utility. Install wget unzip y. So I need to add a sudo. Okay, so it's getting installed a little slow today. I think it should not take this much of time. I cancel this, rerun this. It's been done. So, yep. Now let's download this SonarQube. So here it is. So download. This is their website, sonarqube.org. Here is a community edition. If you want to have a developer edition, you can request for it. You can download the developer edition also. You can download enterprise edition also. Download the data center edition also. Okay, so this is the one. I'll use the community edition. So click here. I think the URL I'm having it already. So I'm going to use that. Copy. So wget this one. Okay, so I downloaded this one. Now I'm going to unzip this. Unzip this. That's all. This is I don't need anymore. Here you have SonarQube. Now, if you try to understand this data, very simple. This is the place where you have a start and stop script for SonarQube. There's one file which is we call it sonarqube.property file. So this is the file where you can modify the configuration of SonarQube, like a port, database, heap size, and anything like LDAP. Anything you want to configure, you have to modify this file. Again, SonarQube required restart after modification in it. Data directory will have a content related to Elasticsearch, and also if you're using the H2 trial version of database, then the data files will be stored over there. Now this is Elasticsearch, which is for indexing and searching. You installed any plugins for extending the feature of SonarQube, so we use this one. SonarQube libraries, logs, temps, and web files like HTML, CSS, JavaScript is lying here. So this is all about this SonarQube installation file. Now you have to go inside a Win directory, and remember, SonarQube is installed can be started, but before that we need to install Java. Now Java 11 is supported for this version. So this is the version 8, so Java 11 is supported. So let's install it. Yum install JDK 11. Now I'm installing the JDK 11 through command line. There's various ways to install it. Sudo okay, so I got this here, and finally I'm going to start the SonarQube server. Let's check the status. It's running. One more time, running. Now how can we access this SonarQube? So you can access SonarQube at 9000 port. That's a default port. If you want to change, you can change in the property file sonar.property, but right now not interested. Now this is the SonarQube, the one which is starting right now. Okay, home. Now this is SonarQube. You can log in here with the ADMIN. Username and password is ADMIN only. So you can change the password, but not now. And this is the one, ADMIN. Now some of the steps which you follow. History. You have this one to install it. Okay. Now. Okay, so good to go. Now this is a SonarQube server, and this is something which we wanted to get it. So guys, any questions so far?
No, we are good.
Okay, now we need a one source code. Now the source code can be of any technologies, any Java or .NET or whatever it is. Now you need a source code. So here I have given you one URL which has a source code again. So many example of source code. This is of it's like a Java based here. So many source code examples are there. One more project I would like to share with you, and that is GitHub. Small project. I use it all the time for the demo. This is the one. So here you have only two source code. This is the one. So this is the project I'm using right now. So I need the source code to be downloaded somewhere. So I'm using the same machine. And here I have a SonarQube. I need a git. So sudo yum install git -1. Now git clone this URL. I'm cloning this, and I got this whole code. I will move this one to src, so it will look like here it is. So now we'll go the src also. So a third important component, you need a scanner. Now scanner, which is something, if you remember, scanner and source code need to be there in the laptop. So what is a scanner? We have discussed already. So I'm going to download the scanner. So I'll type SonarQube scanner, and here downloading the scanner. So if you see here, so there are different kind of scanner. One is Gradle Scanner for Gradle, MS Build, .NET, Maven, Azure Devops, Jenkins, and this is a command line, manual way. All this scanner is for the different build tools. The one scanner, which is the last one, which is for the command line, manual process, if you want to scanning manual. So for this process, for this scanner, you need a property file. That's the reason you might notice this, the property file is there. Property file is having nothing great, few required entries, for example, your key, project name, version of the source code, and what is the source directory and all stuff like that. These are the important required metadata. All these are optional. Rest of the things is optional. Okay, so only few. But if you go for the Gradle, Maven and all, this property file is not needed because they read your pom.xml or build.xml or whatever it is to get those information. So here it's not needed anymore. So I'm showing you a manual way. Again, in upcoming sessions when you cover the Maven and Gradle, then also I'll use that Gradle and Maven and all. I think tomorrow we have a session of Maven. Okay, so scanner. So let's download this scanner here, which will do the lots of things. Now, if you see here, a scanner again for the different platform, 64-bit, all this thing you have it. So I'll go for this one because my operating system is this one. So copy this URL and wget now got it. Now if you see your scanner is pretty long name with a long name. I'll just unzip this guy. Okay, so now I got the scanner also. I'll remove this file. Move this file to scanner. So here you have all the components, server, scanner and source code. Now typically as per the design, this scanner and source code will be in a separate machines. But right now it's in same machine. So if it is in separate machine, how this scanner will come to know this is SonarQube server? So if you go inside a scanner, okay, there is a jar file which is already there, but there's a conf also, and inside the configuration there's one property file for the scanner, and in this you can uncomment this one and change the server address. So if it is running on the different IP address and all, you can change this again, and then scanner will come to know, okay, that is a server. So this way, right now it's not required because it's the same server. Okay, so guys, all the ingredients, all the components for the running the SonarQube scan is available. Any questions so far?
No, very good.
Okay, so now as per the discussions, what we have to do, we have to run scanner on the source code. That's all. Remember, scanner on the source code. So now where is the scanner? So this is the scanner. So let's find out the path. So here, bin. So this is the scanner, and this is scanner. There's a file which is here. So this is a scanner file. Now I'm running in the source code. So where is the source code? CD scanner and source code, sorry. So CD SRC here. Not. I think I renamed source code wrongly. This is a my SonarQube. So I wrongly renamed it. That is a say I renamed the SonarQube server to the scanner. That is a oh no, here this place. So there's a major mistake I did it. Let me rename back and this I wanted to rename move. So I have to start the server one more time in that case, because servers might have got stopped it. So I'm starting this server one more time. And stopping first. And starting. Status running. Okay, so I corrected this issue. Now I'll go into the source code and run the scanner. This is scanner path, full path. Okay, so you see here, there's an error actually. The error has come. The scanner is not up. It might take few more 4 minutes. Yep. So now, sorry, SonarQube was not up at that time. So now again rerun. Done. That's all. Now you see here, go to the SonarQube server, which is here. And now I got my project code analyzed here. You see here. So now you have to become comfortable here. See how many bugs, security issues, security related hotspots. 4 code smell is there. That means 4 issues are there in my code. Coverage, the one which is coming for the different tools, which I was talking about, like a Jacoco and some stuff like that. Test quality coverage will come from here. Jacoco, Kobuchura, and cover and all. So right now, I'm not talking the post testing, post acceptance testing that will happen. So yep, this is the coverage. Duplicate code, line of code 31. Now I want to know why this 4 code smell is there. So click on it. Now here, look at this. Here you have issues, security, measurement. You can browse the code and how many run and all stuff like that. So click on the issues. Now total four issues you have got it. But if you look at this in the real time, you may have thousands of issues. That is where you require these filters. These filters you can type severity, resolution, status, and many filters are there. You can filter these codes and get to know. Okay, now there's a 4 issues here. So what is the type of issues? Code smell, major, minor. You can assign to someone else also. Okay, and how much effort is required? 30 minutes. Okay, so these are the code issues you have in the source code. Who has introduced? So see here, it should, there's something which is missing. UI is not getting refreshed. Just yeah, I have to log in one more time. ATM IN. So now you see here, yeah, it's now activated because last time it was not logged in. So who has introduced this code? So this code was introduced in 2016, not fixed by this guy. Okay, what is the issue? These are the issues. How can you fix it? And all this thing you have it here in this, so you can check it out. If you think it's a code smell, it's a bug, security issues, you can do that. And left side you have a lots of. So in real time you'll have a lots of lots of issues for your project. I just run 2 issues, and that is how. Security hotspot, all the security related issues, you get it. Measurement, this is the 7 S's, whatever I did discussed. 7 S's of code quality, reliability, security, maintainability, coverage, duplication, size, and all. So you can see it here. The bubbles will be there. Only the limited projects, so you won't see much of the bubble, but you can visualize it here. Okay, how much you have it, the code and stuff like that. You want to browse the code, you have it here. Yes, you can browse the code. See the LOC line of code and duplication, coverage, security hotspots, all this thing. Which code has what kind of issues, you can also browse it and get it. So this is very handy for the developers to find out all the loopholes in the security and find out the possible bugs and stuff like that. Did you understand this?
Yeah. So this will be more useful for developers, right? So what will be the role of DevOps engineer here?
Yes. So rules of DevOps engineer is to implement this tool. So most of the developers, they would not do this stuff. So you have to set up the SonarQube server, and most important things you have to do in this work. This, this, and this. Now let me talk about these 3 features, and we'll get going on this. Okay. Okay. So here, if you see that, here you have issues, and here you have issues. So these issues only belong to the project NokiaX. These issues belong to all the projects, whatever you have in the portal, all those. That's the only difference. So you can go to the issues. Again, you can find very rich filter here, and you can find out the issues. You can read about it, what is the mistake you did it. You can work on it and then fix that issue. How to fix that in issue? That is also there. Okay. Now, what is the next one is the rules. So guys, this rules basically, I said to begin with also, these rules will come from the different static code analysis tools. Yes. So right now, whatever the rule you can see here, these rules are open source rules, but there's a lot of paid rules are also they available. See the different technologies. Okay. So here, these rules basically which will help you to run on the source code and generate a reports. You can filter the rules by the languages, by the security hotspots, how many rules you have in. There's a security hotspots in a Java category, you have 35 rules. Vulnerabilities, you have 44 rules. So like that, you can check by status, ready, deprecated, and these are rules for weak cryptography, authentication, object injections, all these things you have it here. OS, you have top 10. So 2 rules are there, and many things are there. So yeah, you can filter it out and then see how it goes. Okay, so here you have all the rules. Now let's say I want to install more rules. Right now, how many rules we have in Java? 576. So you can install more rules also. Go to the administration, go to the marketplace, and here you have a plugin concept. You can install more plugins if you want it. Here I type rules, and let's say check style on one of the popular projects in Java static code analysis serial. Findbox is another one. So if you want those rules, Findbox or check style, here you have Findbox. So you can install it. restart the server. Okay, username, password. I think password I inserted wrong. And you see here how many rules in Java category you got it. 750. Earlier, how much you had? 526. So guys, these are the rules, collections of rules, which is you have in the portal, and depends on which rules you want it, you can apply these rules and stuff like that. But the question is, not every rules I want to run on my source code, because you have a more than 2795 rules are there. I don't want to apply all the rules on my source code. So I want to apply certain rules on my source code. So what we do in this case? So that is where we have quality profile. So quality profile is basically a collections of rules which you want to run on the source code. Yes. So if you see that there's a one profile has been created for each language, Sonar way, named with the Sonar way. So they have a C sharp, CSS, Flex, and many technologies are there. And there's one built-in quality profile is been created. So this quality profiles is built-in, and you see the projects default rules, number of rules, when it got updated, when it got used. So it got used never. Java one I used just now, so you see here 10 minutes ago. Okay, so now the question is, can I create my own profile? Yes, you can create. So create, let's say Rajesh, which language? Java. Created. Now how many active rules you have? 0. Inactive. This skin is not refreshing, so I refresh one more time. So how many active rules you have? 0. Inactive, this one. So can I activate? Now someone is going to activate one by one, like click, activate, click, activate, like that. But you can do the bulk also. Apply. Done. So now you see here quality profile, which is Rajesh, which is not default, by the way. Where's the Java? Here. Project, number of rules, 30 got deprecated, so that's the reason. 3 seconds ago, never. You can say this as a default also, but right now I want to associate with the project. Change the project, all, no X, done. So now you see here, I used to run, and here the quality profile was, look at this here. See here. The default quality profile was Sonar way. Okay. What about if I run now? Same project. And now you see here. See, quality profile for Java is Rajesh. So this is the way you create a quality profiles, run your quality profiles. The moment you run that, your quality profiles, I have a more check. And now see here, 51. So earlier it was 4, now we have a 51. Why? Because the number of rules you have increased it. So more check, more issues in the source code. And then you can click here.
So one project can be with only one quality profile.
Your voice is very low, I guess, for me.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so one project is with only one quality profile, yeah.
No. It's not like that. You can associate with the one project with a multiple quality profile, mixed quality profile, or one quality profile for many projects, or many with one. Those are the things we can do that over there.
Okay, so if a project is associated with multiple quality profiles, then in the command we need to select which one you need to run, yeah.
No. Automatically it will take those profiles.
Everything
Those,
it will take it.
yeah. So basically it's a rules, number of rules which need to be run on the source code. That's all. Apart from this, nothing.
Right.
So I run it 2 times. So here you see the activity. 1, 2. This time it was default. This time it's Rajesh. Okay. And stop using Sonarway and also like. Okay. So now you see this is a quality profile. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, like right now we have cloned one repository where our SonarQube server is there. But in case there are many repositories, so is there any other way? Otherwise, like we have to do clone every repository.
Typically you do through the Jenkins, but it's repository. There's no SonarQube server. It can be in different machines also. So I told you, if it is in a different machines, you have to change the scanner
Yes.
path. So here,
Okay.
that is the thing. So it source code as of now it's a sample 1.2.1, but it can be 2000 program also. The scanning will take more time actually.
Okay. So like every time we have to clone the Git repo on this where on the same EC2 where the server is installed.
No. That's what I said here. It should be in a different machine. This is your laptop, desktop.
Yeah.
Server will be at the server location, right?
Okay.
For demo purpose, I use
And
the.
during the okay. And during the Jenkins session, will you be also giving us an idea of how we can trigger the SonarQube from the Jenkins job in the build step?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, guys. Now, next feature which we have is quality gates. What is a quality gates? So there's one gate which is created Sonarky. So what is quality gates? So I think you should check this one out. Look at this here. So what is this? What is this past? Basically, this is one of the way to tell everyone this code is passing a standard of organization. So now let's say tens of developers are writing their source code. Okay, tens of developers are writing their source code, and when they write the source code, basically here as an organization you have to tell, okay, I will not accept this code if you have this many bugs, this many issues, this many code smell, this many duplicate code, this many security issues or something like that. You want to set a condition. Now this condition will help you to find out whether this is as per our standard or not. So past means it is as per our standard which you set. You can set your standards, you can set your threshold, and failed means this is against your standard. Okay, so it's simple. Quality profile. Now there is a one quality profile has been created by SonarQube, and they have very relaxed rules, actually relaxed conditions. Okay, that's the reason it always passes. So now the question is, can I create my own quality profile for my organization? So yes, I can create. So what I'm going to do, go to the quality gates, create. Now this is for Softex. Okay, save it. Which project? All. What condition? Add condition. On a new code, on overall code, overall code. What is the condition you want to run it? So many. Right now, code smell. What is a code smell? So if it is more than 10 code smell, then I will not accept it. You want to add more condition? Yes. What on overall code? Duplicate code, duplicate lines percentage. If it is more than 5%, I will not accept it. Done. So I created certain rules, actually depends on the project right now. Not too many reports. You have duplicate percentage here, code smell here. So now it was passing. I set the condition for that particular project and rerun one more time. Scanner, enter. And you see here, refresh. So my project did not pass, it got failed. So it got failed, and now you have to pass at any cost. Developer has to pass. So now this is the quality gates. Now under administration, you get a multiple options. Again, you see here some of the configuration options you can get it. Integrating with ALM, application live tool. So you see that here. You can integrate with the GitHub. You can integrate with a GitLab also. Okay, so this will help you to integrate. Now analysis scope, you can set it up. It's default is set already. If you really want to change it, so some external analyzer, so scanner, if you want to use something else, you can give this file here. For example, Dectate, Bandit, and all stuff like that. Flask, okay, Robocop for Ruby, Scala. So many products are there. You can check it out. General housekeeping, Jacoco languages which are supported. So here, so for this you can set this all these configuration options. Now these options you get at the global level, and in fact at the project level also, like KX project setting. Here you see these are the one. Okay, so here you get that option. Now in the security you can add a group, create a group, dev, create it. There's a no user, create a user, create a user, user one, and create it. And now you want to add this user as part of the group called dev. I did it. So this is the way you can do that here. You can create in the project, you can create a project, you can delete the project also. You can edit the permissions also, who should see and all. So you can decide here, you are editing the permission. Who should see do what? You see administration issue, security administrator, execute analysis, and all stuff. So yep, all these things you can see that. And system will have all the read-only information. System, web, compute engine and all. Marketplace, you can install multiple plugins. I installed one of the plugins. So you can install it, remove whatever you wanted, and get it. So the question is, what is the roles you are going to play? So basically you will be setting up this whole initiative in your organization. You'll be setting up this whole initiative in your organization and help your organization to have a very wide range of rules and quality profiles. You have to communicate with everyone to create a quality profile for your project. First you get it the different rules, paid, free, from different sources. Then you get to know what are the rules you want to run it with the help of the developers. Then create a quality profile. Set up a quality gates by talking to organization. add users, group, all this stuff, and most important thing, add it to the CI, which is like a Git, Jenkins, and stuff like that. So this is your responsibility, more or less, in your profile with respect to SonarQube. Are you getting my points?
Yeah.
So this tool you have to drive. If there's no setup as such static code analysis tool, you need to drive this initiative, set up all this stuff, and do this. Take a lead on it. Take a leadership, work in this and implement this.
Just one thing, if you can help us, like suppose few rules have been violated on the basis of which we can see a certain count in code smells. So is there any other category of rules on the basis of which like if you can just go on the Sonar page, homepage. So like few rules might have been violated because of which we had a certain count of code smells. Okay, and then there may be certain rules which may be violated on the basis of which we can see vulnerabilities coming up. So is there any way we can identify which rule is applicable for which category of that sort, code smell or vulnerability?
Yeah. So every rules, if you see, I don't know whether you notice or not, every rules will tell you what kind of that is this. So CSS bug, this is the code smell. And now also you will go to the profile and you select mine. For example, I created Rajesh. Rajesh has 697 rules. So which are the rules? And I want to filter out only by the code smell. So 484 is the code smell. These are the code smell. Now I want to know what exactly this is. So you should read this. So developers write a code like this, but you should write a code like this. Solution is this. So it's like this. So you can select this and find out.
Okay. Okay. And what is the minimum, I mean, easy to instance requirement we should have for the SonarQube, because the T2 free tier won't work, right?
Yep.
Or it
I
can.
think I have not used with the free tier, but just try it out. I think 1 GB should be sufficient. If you're running Linux for Windows, it definitely is not sufficient. But for learning purpose, for the enterprise purpose, you need a more.
And for SonarQube, do you have any advanced courses or more detailed courses available on LMS?
Yeah. So actually, there's not much of the things because here 70% of the content we have covered. Now 30% which only is about integration. Integration with
Okay.
what? So integration with CI tools. So because I've not covered why, the reason is we don't know the Gradle, you don't know the Maven, you don't know the Jenkins. So out of this, I will teach you Gradle, Maven, Jenkins, which is a tomorrow session. Gradle and Maven is a tomorrow session. In that, once you understand these tools, then it's just one command and nothing else. What is happening here? There's a scanner for it. Instead of running scanner manually, Gradle will run those scanners, not you. Maven will run those scanners, not you. So like that. Jenkins will do the setup again. So this I showed you manually, so you'll understand end-to-end flow.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah. So CI integration with CI tools, yeah, we can understand, like because it will call and then it will do the code analysis. How about Git? Why it is integrating with Git?
Who is the culprit? Who is the culprit? So how do you know that? So see here. And so who was culprit? So I have to say Rajesh Kumar. So these are the integrations will come to know this one through how this will Sonar will come to know Rajesh Kumar. So Git integration is required. But sometimes what happens, sometimes you want to do the code analysis depends on push operations. Okay, push operations. So that is where it will help you ALM integration. So GitHub, GitLab is available. See here what is doing. In order to enable the authentication, you have to do this one. Enable GitHub user login, valued user, client ID, secret, sign up, and stuff like that. So the moment you push that code, automatically this analysis will run. So that sort of things you have to do this using here.
Okay.
See, ALM integration allows SonarQube to interact with your LM. This enables things like authentication or providing analysis detail and quality gate to your pull request directly in your LM. So it's like that.
Mm. Right.
Again, many features are available. If you want to more features, there's a plugin concept. There is a website. Same thing is here also, which I showed you here. These are, but if you want to first access it, plugins.sonarqube.org, I guess. Yeah, I can't look at here. It is. So here you can buy the plugin at one place, every sort of plugins. See, unleash the power of SonarQube. And how many plugins so far right now? 156. And more or less you will buy in the rules actually. This is the commercial, you see. This is also commercial. This is commercial. So you see that some of these are free, some of them are commercial. So you have to take a decisions on this. This is your work. What feature you want, what feature you don't want. Make sense?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, more questions, guys. Murli, Srikant, Tolika.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think
Ujjwal.
Fine.
Okay, guys. So I will let you decide and then do the lab also. I'll share the recordings. Notes are already updated, so I should modify this notes also. There's some addition has come, so let me modify the same notes. So earlier I was creating a repeat session, different notes, but I feel it's just a confusion for students. So I'll go for the same notes. And here, this one. Okay, so tomorrow we are having morning sessions again. Tomorrow same time, 7 a.m. IST. Tomorrow we'll learn Gradle and Maven. So these are the two tools we are learning. And tomorrow evening again we have a repeat session. So please attend this. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yes. So let's get started.
Thanks for watching. To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Want to study further? Subscribe to our paid membership to get a deep dive into each and every topic. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to our Devops School channel and hit the bell icon to learn more. Keep learning.